Hello everyone. Let's go over the NF 5.4b area benchmark practice 1 answers. So for number 1, it's 4 over 45. And the way that we do this is we just multiply 4 over 9, because that's this right here, times 1 over 5, which is right here. Remember the formula for area. A equals length times width. Okay? And 4 times 1 is 4, right? Numerator times numerator. And then 9 times 5 is 45, denominator times denominator. And that gets us the answer of 4 over 45. All right, number 2. This is a basketball court, is in the shape of rectangle. The width of the court is 3/8. The length is 1/3. Area equals length times width. A equals 1/3 times 3 over 8. Now, I'll show you two different ways to do this. First, I'm just going to multiply numerator times numerator. 3 times 1 is 3. Denominator times denominator. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 over 24 is an answer. Not the only answer, though. You could also simplify it. You could take a 3 out of each one to get 1 over 8. And you could also do it this way, too. Now, if I do it like this, notice that I have a 3 here and a 3 here. Well, I can actually take those and cross cancel. I know that 3 goes into 3, or 3 divided by 3 is 1, so I can take that out. And now I just do 1 times 1 is 1, 8 times 1 is 8, 1 over 8. So you could do 3 over 24 and then just divide the 3 for each one and get 1 over 8. Or you could cross cancel, or you could just not simplify. Alright, those were your answers. Let's go to number 3. It says Woodsbury Park is in the shape of a rectangle. Width is 1/2 and the length is 3/5. So remember, A equals length times width. Okay, and that's an L, by the way. The length is 3/5 and the width is 1/2. And now the order also doesn't matter because remember it's the commutative property of multiplication. Order doesn't matter. Okay. A equals 3 times 1 is 3. 5 times 2 is 10. A equals, or area is 3 over 10. Right? All right. Do number 4. Number 4 says the Ramirez family bought a new rectangular rug that is 2 1/3 feet long by 1 1/4 feet. Enter the area of the rug in square feet. So for number 4 and 5, you have to do a little bit extra work because you have 2 1/3 times 1 1/4. Now remember, the order doesn't matter. You need to make these improper fractions. Now the way I do this is what I call the roller coaster method. Okay, you go around like a roller coaster loop, and you want to multiply the denominator by the whole number and add the numerator. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, and then the denominator stays the same. All right? I want to do that again. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7 over 3. So the roller coaster method. Because 2 1/3 is the same as having 3 over 3 plus 3 over 3 plus 1 over 3. These two numbers right here both represent a whole number. 1 plus 1, which makes it 2. That's where this 2 comes from. And the 1/3 represents the 1/3. So when you add all the numerators together, 3, 6, 7, and the denominator stays the same, you get the same answer. So the roller coaster method is a shortcut, but this is essentially what it means. Okay? I hope that helps. So 7 over 3 is our first improper fraction. We're not done yet. 7 over 3 is the first improper fraction. Now we have 1 1/4. Well, once again, I'm going to do the roller coaster method. I'm going to multiply 4 times 1, which is 4, plus 1, which is 5. And that's going to get me 5 over 4, because the denominator stays the same. And now what I need to do is I need to multiply. Okay? 7 over 3. And 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. 5 over 4. And 7 times 5 is going to be 35. And 3 times 4 is going to be 12. So I'm sorry, this answer here is not right. It should be 35 over 12. Okay, 35 over 12. So that was wrong. But when I actually did the work, it is 35 over 12. Because 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 7 times 5 is 35. 3 times 4 is 12. 35 over 12 is your answer. All right, let's go ahead and let's do number 5. Hopefully I did this one right. We'll take a look right now. So it says area, right? Length times width, which is going to be, the length is 1 2/3. We'll see if that's the length. The order doesn't really matter. 1 2/3. Let me make that a little bit clearer. 1 2/3 times 2 4/5. And you guys know that this dot in the middle is the same as a times. Okay, it's a multiplication sign. All right, let's go ahead and let's do the roller coaster method for the first number. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. So it's going to be 5 over 3 times another roller coaster. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14 over 5. 5 times 3 is 15. And I don't know what 5 times 14 is. Now I could do this a couple ways. I could do 14 times 5 here, or I know that 12 times 5 is 60, and so that means 12 times 13 is 65, 12 times 14 is 70. But I can just do it this way. 5 times 4 is 20, carry the 2, 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 70. 70 over 5 is our answer, and looks like I got that one right. Alright guys, that's it for today for math. Thank you for watching, and you have a good one. Please let me know if you have any questions.